you guys, I know. It had a slow start. It took 7 minutes for First Blood. That is not my type of game. But then we had explosive team fights, strategic movements, smokes upon smokes, trying to backstab each other. That was crazy. That was great. I loved it.
Yeah, it felt like we had it all.
NTI winner casters.
Yes, that too.
No, yeah, it was a good game. Exciting.
It felt like almost the Death Prophet plus Nico Baby show at the end. I mean, Flog was talking to me, it's like he'd just get 3 Spirit Siphons off Ewells. They couldn't ever burst down this Death Prophet, and all of a sudden you have a real problem.
If they do manage to burst down the Death Prophet, it doesn't matter because there's a gyro, right?
Top of the net worth all game.
Yeah. Nico Baby, he's just constantly MVP of these matches. I was just talking to our talent.
That's a gyrocopter with alacrity, press the attack. His flag cannon is gone in 1 second.
Yeah, and the enemy heroes are too, No, it was just a really well-played game. NiP, they had some good fights. That one around Roche where they 3-0'd him. It looked like if they killed that DP at the top fight, they had a shot, but the Bristleback never really felt like it came online. Like, it's supposed to be kind of unkillable doing damage, and he died a lot.
I guess these two cores are also the problem, right? You have Bristol and SF. Their synergy is really weird. Like
there is none.
There is none, exactly. At one point, Gyro just outscales them, outfarms them, and that's pretty much it.
I also like they had a lot of ways to actually deal with the Bristle to make him not feel as tanky. You guys already mentioned like the alacrity stuff, but EMP is also pure damage, right? After you get hit by it, you get hit by that hard damage that actually comes from it, and they have the way to turn him around with the Legion Commander. I feel like they just had so many different tools to just make this Bristle just not feel like that tanky frontline.
Yeah, but if you think about it, like he has 2 ways of dealing with mana. There's Guardian Greaves, there's Chakra Magic, but the duel just kind of crippled him, plus the Solar Crest on Legion Commander. I might actually say that Legion Commander is the flavor of the month.
Yeah, it probably is. I mean, as long as like Abba, I think him and Abba are just the offlane heroes now, it feels like.
Yeah. I like the build. He didn't do pipe. No, it was a totally different game for it, obviously. Like it was just suitable that he went for this type of build in this one. So, but yeah.
But Ninjas in Pajamas was also the one to go to high ground first. I thought at that point it's like it could still go either way, even though Alliance was still ahead.
After that fight, if they don't have Shadow Shaman wards, it's really hard for them to take a team fight, and they were in a clutch position, trying to 5-man run away from them, and then overwhelming odds. Everyone's half HP.
Yeah, they got overwhelming odds actually destroyed like every single fight. And you don't normally see that, but he was just 5-man hitting everyone.
There's a lot of the spells too that you don't like look at it as these like super impactful, but the DP silence, like Omni Knight, you see these like he walks up, he wants to get a spell off. I think it's like the mid team fight, one of the first ones, gets clipped by like just the edge of the silence. I saw it happen like multiple times. He was getting like 3-man silences.
2 things that happened is Bristol just falls back first before Omni Knight. I think he should have manned up a little bit more in a couple of these team fights, just stood up front so that the Omni Knight can retreat so they both don't get clipped by that silence. However, so many of these pushing lineups, man, they just peak at that first side. They take one side and that's it. After that, it's just down the drain.
And I do want to say, anyone in the crowd, Liquid, it did go down 1 game to Demon Slayers, so all of a sudden, what's going on?
I mean, that was also, it was a one-sided game.
It was a stomp. The Demon Slayer stomped Liquid. What the hell?
Not surprised anymore.
Yeah, not surprised anymore.
I saw Willow was picked in that game too, right?
Yeah, it was.
That's pretty sick. Damn, I'm even going to see Willow.
Didn't go very well for her.
No, I like seeing her.
We'll see later on if Liquid can bounce back. Of course, that is on a DreamLeague Dota 2, is where you can find that with Sayori and Trent. And I think game 2 is right around the corner there as well. But obviously here, it is right around the corner as well. But before we head into the second game, we do need to know who the MVP was. Who did you vote for the MVP for this first game? Let's find out. Were you naughty? Were you nice? Could you type long words?
Limper Nico, baby.
Will it be Nico, baby?
Hey, you can type long words. I like it.
PPD close, almost had it, but
Gun Daddy with 16% as well.
I think Nico Baby is becoming like Twitch. Like honestly, he's just people love him now. Yeah, and he's a colorful guy, so it's easy to like. Yeah.
Colorful. Yeah. I mean, there's him and there's Iceberg. They're just so lovable, so easy to.
Maybe it's the
follow.
tattoos.
Maybe.
I mean, maybe that's what he meant by saying colorful.
It's the swag. It's the swag.
The swag, yeah, that's the word.
It's not only the tattoos.
And you
the way
feel
they
it when he
them.
plays.
Yeah.
Like, he plays so, like, aggressively. He's there. He shows up. He makes it a show regardless if he's winning or losing.
Play aggressively because he knows that his team will back him up. Like, you need to have a trust, and they're really exploiting that. That's why Nico Baby shines.
Yeah, it is. I mean, Nico Baby, I mean, we saw TI, right? Like, him and Hector, you watch those two farm, and again, he was like 5K up on this gyrocopter. You just watch his patterns of where he goes, like, there's never downtime. Like, other people, sure, oh, let's go sit behind someone. Nico Baby, if he's not needed, he's not there. He will always find somewhere to farm.
Now, before this series started, we talked a lot about strategy, mind games in the draft, obviously between Peter and Fata. Now we've seen how game one played out, and I think we also saw that Alliance came out as the strongest team.
Yes.
Right? Because it wasn't just an outdraft, was it?
No, I don't think so. I think they outplayed him pretty hard as well. Like, those team fights felt they were just almost always in their favor.
I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of Shadowfiend in general, and if they had something else, I think this game could have been more even.
If they had something that could actually scale, right? Like, you had this big, beefy Bristleback, but you needed something, you needed a fallback plan, and that stuff is not that. That was their issue. Like, they had to outplay Alliance like 5 times in a row to take another side, and that's just very difficult. It's much easier for Alliance to execute. You need to get, like, a couple of times they had good team fights. They would catch that Prophet in the Shadow Shaman wards, then they would follow up, team wipe them even.
I guess
if you use those wards elsewhere, you don't have anything to push with. So.
The timing that they were looking for, Shadow Shaman wards, Shadow Fiend level 15 with the armor reduction talent on buildings, and that's where you want to push and take the buildings easily, but
they tried and it did not work.
Yeah, not worked.
And that's the difference. I mean, we talked about strategy. You have Peter over here. He's drafting a hard carry Bristleback, and then you have a Shadow Fiend. Meanwhile, in Alliance, they're just doing it nice and simple. Easy Death Prophet, an easy Gyrocopter, nothing like really crazy.
Yeah.
Just simple and stable.
Simple and stable in the draft. Let's find out what's going to happen in the next draft after the break. I hope you enjoyed that musical intermezzo as much as I did, and I hope you are ready for the draft for game number 2 of this upper bracket finals. Ninjas in Pajamas and Alliance. Nobody's going home yet, and that's good, but being in the grand finals is better. And if you win the series, you're in the grand finals, and so far Alliance is making a good case for themselves.
Yeah, I would say wanting to win is pretty good.
True.
And winning is even better than actually wanting. I mean, I want to win.
Yeah, I would love to win, but we can't all do it.
But we can't all do it.
Only one team can, actually.
Yes, this is true. I think that's something that people underestimate.
Wanting
power of winning.
No, it's like, if you want to be a professional gamer, you're going to lose so much more than you're going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's rough, right? That's rough on people.
It's sad.
And you're just a gamer. You're not a professional gamer if your score is 30-70.
No, but...
Well, yeah.
It's a sad situation, especially when it comes to Dota, right? Like, you have a team such as Virtus Pro. They're winning 3 majors or coming second.
Yeah.
And then they lose 1 tournament of the season. That's the TI. It's
important
bad, boys. Bad. Like, how does that even work?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Learn to win important games. That's the lesson here.
Win the right ones.
Win the right games. I mean, Universe has won the right games before. He knows how to do it. He's proven that.
Yep.
I want to see Universe on something that has potential to rotate, make some space. He's one of the better counter-initiators, slash initiators in the scene, and I don't want to see him on Omni Knight. You asked me what the role we need to look into. On the one side you had Legion Commander with 200 damage, on the other side you had the Omni Knight with 200 GPM. I'll choose Legion every single time.
I mean, it's true, and I mean, they agree with you, right? Alliance first bans the Axe. We haven't really seen many first ban Axes, but Universe, the best hero, initiate, counter, initiate, does everything.
He played really well with something like a Bat Rider in last series too. So
I think we might see that,
something that's pick-off oriented that can create space as well is definitely in his area of expertise.
Something that allows him to actually make like any plays, right? Like you can't
Omni
make plays
does
as
it, yeah.
Omni.
What are you
Omni,
gonna
you're
do?
just like, all right, they made a play on us, haha. You know, like.
And you hope you save them, yeah.
What if you buy a Blank Dagger, Orb of Venom, max the aura, and just blink in?
And take the 90 damage.
And die.
Then you lose in 15 minutes.
Die.
Gyro
banned out this time. You ain't giving him that.
There you go.
Yeah,
That hero was completely ignored, right?
Yeah, I think because the Omni was picked and because they'd already shown the offlaners early on.
This is something that you can run in with, but also, something that can be played as 5. Fata does it a lot. PPD could
I'm sure
do
he
the
has,
same.
yeah.
So Abaddon, huh? What a great hero.
It is, indeed.
I haven't seen him for
Yeah, it's been a bit.
one game?
Ooh, important to note, previous game we had a lot of gunner targeted bans with the Ember and the Kunkka and the Razor. We still have Ember and Razor in, so Ninjas in Pyjamas still have that option. Well, we'll probably have at least one of the two, if not both, to choose from in the next pick if they want to secure Gunner's hero early.
I feel it could be a Razor +1. All you see is the ABBA, but it's already good versus a lane. You can obviously give it to a carry or even an off lane if you truly want, but I feel NiP does better. Wait, I'm crazy. Alliance, sorry. I'm like, am I just losing and no one's telling me anything? I hate you guys.
Maybe if you watch
you-
screen, you'll see.
They're using a lot of their time for the
trying.
opening pick.
Yeah,
This
that's-
is very interesting. They go with an Ogre. All right. And the Lash. 2 blue boys.
Interesting.
A lot of stuns.
They go for the Ogre Lash instead of like a Shadow Demon Lash or anything like that, right?
Yeah.
I think you had one person clapping with you, Lacoste.
Hell yeah, at least there's one out
no one
there.
wants to clap with me and Ogre.
Yeah. I mean, he's not even clapping.
I mean, he's
sorry.
not clapping.
Even
here.
he's not clapping.
Yeah, even he doesn't like you. Look, oh, sorry.
Now I'm gonna call my mom right now.
No, I just think Leshrac is just a very strong hero. We've seen it now carry multiple games from the 1 role. We've seen it from the 2 role. We've even seen it. I don't think we've seen it off lane this tournament, but we've seen it before.
He was played as support by Moon, I believe, as well.
So he can pretty much play every role but 5, it feels like.
Yeah, super flexible hero.
Yeah.
I feel like it's also like potential if it is like a 3-position Abaddon also and you have a safe lane Lash, you're not as pressured. Like usually it's like your melee heroes that get pressured by the Abaddon who's in the off lane because he beats on you, but you know, that's saying if it is a safe lane Lash because they have so many options.
I mean, we saw a safe lane Lesh carry against a PL and an Ember, so I think more teams are going to be looking at that.
How many Abaddon Witch Doctor? Is that the 3rd Abaddon Witch Doctor on the same team today?
I know at least the J-Storm had one. I don't recall the other one.
And we had one
I
in the
think
first
so.
series.
Yeah,
thought
because
so,
I
yeah.
remember you being excited about the potential of the Witch Doctor with the Curse of Avernus.
I mean, yeah,
Oh,
I was
yeah?
hoping for it every single game. We haven't seen it yet, but it's okay.
Soon. This could be it.
This could be it.
Who knows?
No, it's just strong laner. That's the biggest thing.
And which it's always not. You have a stun that can be multiple stuns. It's just something that a 5 he can contribute.
Melody
even if
is
they'll
pretty
die.
alright as well.
Yeah.
So, some damage to work with too. In a couple of series comboed with that Chronosphere, that was
Yes.
always really good. Obviously not going to see it here as Void is banned out, but there are other heroes that give you that opportunity. You just need some lockdown.
Everything's still open for Alliance. They have Leshrac and Ogre can be played at multiple roles. They can even pair them up together. The double stun lane always feels good. Maybe not as effective against the Abaddon, but depends where they decide to lane it.
Looks like, on average, Ninjas in Pyjamas really like to hit creeps.
Yeah, it looks that Alliance is wasting a lot of their time. Actually, 56 seconds remaining.
But yeah, they're thinking hard.
Whoa.
They banned out the Earth Spirit. All right.
We haven't seen any of that, huh?
No.
We have not seen one Earth Spirit pet.
Yeah.
It is Biver. He is
Biver-
a big
Yeah,
fan
it
of the
is.
hero.
Biver can play it, definitely, but I think if Earth Spirit was playable Liquid would have picked it by now.
That too,
because they
yeah.
love that hero. Like they played for a full season with it.
Even when it was like super nerve, they were just like, yeah, we'll just keep picking it. It's Taiga.
5 seconds remaining.
No, you're right. They're thinking about another ban here.
Alliances turn to ban.
Yeah, both of these heroes, Slark and Bloodseeker, targeted in the second banning phase twice in a row.
Nico Baby just loves both of them. That's the problem. If you ban out the Bloodseeker, then you leave the Slark open for him, right? So if you don't want to play the Slark and you ban the Bloodseeker, just ban them both.
Yeah, they banned the gyro in the first phase. Like these heroes that actually love fight, right? You just like treads, drums, you fight mid game. It's super easy to do, and then you can still scale to the late game really easily.
Yeah, but Nico Baby is pretty much a complete carry, I believe, right now.
Yeah.
He can play. The only thing that I don't believe he plays is these Meepos, Arc Wardens, something like that. But he can play your Slarks, your Gyrocopters, Jug, Wraith King, whatever, Void.
Do you think you need like to be a top carry? Do you think he should like learn to play the Arc Warden type heroes? Like
I
feel like
don't think it's
you don't
super
think you need Arc
necessary.
Warden?
It's a huge buff if you can play it for your team.
If the hero is good.
Yeah.
But what if you prepare for the next patch? Like you start playing Treant Protector, Earth Spirit.
And then the hero gets changed.
It gets nerfed again. You thought it was gonna get buffed, it gets nerfed.
No, the one you have to
Darkseer
pick is
treatment.
Clockwork. That's the one that's gonna get buffed. Oh, that hero is
sure.
not getting picked ever.
Clockwork has been buffed so many
I know.
times now already, and he's still not played.
More buffs.
All right.
So Legion, so now we've got Bloodlust, we've got Press the Attack, so looking a bit similar to last time.
Now
just
you
these
need a hyper
buffs.
carry hero.
Yep.
It gives away the fact that Ogre Magi is not an offlaner, but the support though. But at this point, is the second stage, so you might just as well do it.
All right, who benefits the most from the attack speed? Give me 2 carries. Grand. You give me one.
Void.
Banned.
Yeah, but you said who benefits
didn't
the
say
most.
that.
Yeah.
Alliances turn
I mean, it would be. Who's still in the pool?
I like this. I was actually going to recommend or suggest this pick, I thought, for NiP for Biver. I thought he played it amazing yesterday. It's super good just to save versus Legion Commander, and it pairs really well with Witch Doctor.
And on Abaddon, on the lane, it's good, right?
Yes.
You have the passive of Abaddon. You also have Tag Team. From Tusk, you can run anyone down, so
Yep,
pretty
like this
decent.
I
Even
got
Ogre Magi can't
10
just like fight
seconds
you.
remaining.
I love those double saves where you can just cycle like Aphotic Shield plus Tusk Snowball on top of each Doctor's heal, so there's a lot of sustain already on NiP.
Yeah.
NIP's turn to pick.
Weaver.
Their catch is a bit limited.
Yeah. They
That's
don't
for sure.
have any reliable catch, right? Until Tusk gets some blink with the Walrus Punch, you can't catch this Fever.
And I was talking about how, like, if the Lesh was safe lane, right? Like, you have that range, so you don't have to worry about Abaddon's passive. Weaver's the same thing, right? You're just really elusive. Abaddon's armor it's relatively low early on, right? So, like, the bugs are pretty obnoxious. Like, they're going to stick on you, and you can't actually ever, like, hit the Weaver too much. So, I like that pick. So I think it's a hero that's underutilized.
So we're thinking this Slash is most likely position 4, and they do have the last pick, so they can last pick their midder.
They need some kind of silence, some kind of stun. Not too much control on their side, maybe something like a Puck. Gunner plays it, right?
Yeah, he does.
You definitely need something to address
In
it.
the end, they can just address whatever NiP goes for, as they do have that last pick, so
I mean, they
Go
could,
they
for
have a
PP
huge
again?
advantage right now.
they have a lot of saves and stuff, right? Like, they could... The Death Prophet looked really good last game. Definitely has potential.
For sure.
Yeah. I mean, Death Prophet's it never feels like it's a bad hero. Right? I mean, until you're in the game and you're losing your lane, then like it is. But like when you pick it, like you can go somewhere. You have Spirit Siphon for the laning phase.
As long
I
as
like
you
it.
have like one save.
One save, yeah.
One save, and that's it.
Yeah, both teams, they got it. So
Yeah,
watch out for it. Yeah.
Definitely liking it. And we're going to... I mean, I'm only saying that because they don't have last pick, so it's like if they pick...
Yeah.
They might as well pick their mid here if they wanted to. Maybe they want to save just to see that matchup because they still don't know.
Yesterday at the start of the day, we were criticizing Gunner's hero pool,
Yeah.
and we have seen him play an amazing Kunkka.
Yeah.
We know that he plays an amazing Ember, banned
do.
both of them. We've seen him play a good Razor.
Yep.
Obviously banned in the first game, still in right now. Why not just pick it?
I mean, it's pretty bad against this Weaver, but I mean, obviously, no hero's going to be good versus 5 heroes.
Yeah.
It's not the worst. I think the problem is, I think Lacau's right, you need some sort of control. Like Witch Doctor, it's not even, like it's one guaranteed stun, probably won't bounce if like a Weaver just runs away. Tusk has to get on top. Troll.
Pretty good versus Legion in the lane as well. You have some save to allow him to get that ulti off. And obviously, if you proc well, the RNG serves you, you can lock down the Weaver too.
And with Tusk, I think it's just a really neat combo because you just get that, you attack faster, and tag team just makes you way stronger.
And the Curse of Avernus.
Yeah, both of them do work really well. Gives them his pushing hero now too.
Dude, they got some attack speed on their
They
team. If that
do.
Curse of
You just
Avernus
need
pops
damage.
up. Yeah, you need the damage. I do like this troll pick more because I honestly think Skeeter is more of a traditional carry as well. And I know Peter, I mean, he probably wants him to get out of the bubble and learn those heroes, but Skeeter, he loves hitting creeps. He's very good at
They
it.
ban out that buck I was talking about. Not too much control, so.
Yeah, I think that was a good call. That definitely would have been a really strong hero for them.
By the way, if they want to have extra damage, they can just pick a Magnus.
Or they can buy 6 blades of attack and just have
Or
extra,
that.
extra attack speed from everything else.
Either way.
Either way, it can work.
What's the...
Thinking if Middle Magnus was still around, you never know. But that hero
No,
is
no. That wasn't a serious
Troll.
suggestion.
NiP's turn to
TA
pick
is the ban, and Lina the pick.
Okay.
I mean, it's not crazy. I mean, it's a stun, a long-range stun, which is nice. It's a ton of burst damage.
A hero that doesn't really lose that lane versus pretty much anything. TA is good versus her later on, right?
Yeah.
Lina doesn't even lose the lane versus TA necessarily, but later on TA is just way too good, so they ban it out.
I'd like to see some Queen of Pain here. Again, not
10
enough
seconds
control.
remaining.
She doesn't care about the task rotations at all, about the shards, can just blink away.
We do not have a lot of team fight on either side, huh?
Well, seems like we have laning and skirmishes.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm seeing.
Is it gonna take 7 minutes again for a first blood to happen in this game?
I
Or
don't.
is
I
this-
think there's
I don't
more
think so.
stuns this game.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
actually. It might be before the horn rings or
Ooh.
the bounty spawn.
Yeah, I
I
think
like
Tusk Abaddon, we've seen them just like run people down a lot of the times, either Orb of Venom on Abaddon or Orb of Venom on Tusk, and they just use that tag team. Could maybe see like a triple move by NiP at the start to just scout the lanes.
Always worried when Brood isn't banned.
Ooh, a lot of smiles there on the side
Oh,
of
you could be
Alliance
right.
as they pick
Pug.
Pugna.
Oh,
And that is a
That-
Limp loves that hero.
that's a
One of
good
his
hero
most played.
versus Troll and Lina as well.
It's really good.
Sick lineup from Alliance, I gotta say. They have
Yeah.
multiple saves. You have the Cripify, you have Vord against the Lina. It's just gonna be extremely efficient.
Yeah, it is. Can I borrow that pen really quick, Sheever?
Sure.
Cool. All right, write some EU Dota here. I'm just kidding. No, I really do. I really like Alliance's draft. I think it seems more. I don't know how we didn't think of Pugna. I guess because it's not really like control or anything, but it'll do good in the lane. The Pugna ward's insane, and Decrep is another save as well.
I think, yeah, I mean, I have to agree. Like the Weaver is versus like such limited amount of stuns, right? The lockdown is really limited for him, and yeah, that Pugna pick for me it's so good versus Lina. And
It's
Troll.
actually like a gotcha pick. It feels like you don't
feels
really
really
get those
strong.
Pugna.
Yeah. Interesting that they didn't think about it, that something else got banned out, like a TA instead.
We didn't think about it either, though. I guess.
I love the troll plus the Tusk, but I don't feel that it's enough. Yeah, the duo of supports on the other team, on NiP, Witch Doctor Tusk looks great, but I don't think it's going to be enough. I'm going with Alliance as well.
Lacoste,
I think I already said it. Alliance is looking hot.
but
But if NiP somehow gets 20 kills in a row without Alliance getting one, they're definitely winning early game.
yeah.
Okay.
But guess what?
But guess what? I hate you.
All right, you know.
I think he takes Alliance.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
not
I
taking
think
it
he
Alliance.
He's taking Alliance. I think he's the most confident one, actually.
So yeah, I got a full panel ready to back Alliance on this one. But you know, what do these guys know? What do they really know? They haven't won a TI. They haven't even won two. They haven't even won one. And I think, oh, you're with some guys that have won a multiple.
Yes, I'm indeed. Well, of course, once again, with the beautiful Seb and No-Tail for this game too. I mean, yeah, the panel's sort of going all in on Alliance, but I think you guys, you know, especially sort of coming out of the game one, you're saying, you know, don't write off NiP. The numbers might have looked bad for them in game one, but it was closer than it looked. Looking at the drafts here, do you think NiP stands a chance here in game two?
I want you to go first. God damn it, I wanted you to go first. I'm not sure. I mean, they definitely have what it takes when it comes to the team resources. As for the draft itself, I'm a bit I'm a bit afraid, if I have to be honest. I think this Lina troll is going to be a bit underwhelming. I don't think it's a very good Abaddon game either. Abaddon doesn't really help against Leshrac, it's way too much damage. It doesn't help against Duel, it doesn't help against Pugna, disabling what Lina and Troll want to do in this game. I really want an IP to win. I hate 2-0s, but at the same time, I would have to go behind Alliance, strictly draft-wise. What do you say?
Would you agree, Johan? You're waiting for Seb to go first.
Yeah.
Are you just going to copy him? Or?
No, he was going to like correct me.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that was a test, but I think I passed it.
I mean, I think NiP's draft looks like a loser draft. I really don't think that they're going to do it. This Leshrac was picked very early, and they addressed... I think Tusk is a pretty nice hero against Lesh. I think this tag team and ice shards and stuff, it works really well against him. But other than that, picking Troll, I think picking Troll in this game, it feels really bad. It feels really bad now, at least. Playing Troll, you also get the Pugna pick later. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Plus, it's also a really bad Abaddon game. It just feels like a very awkward game. And then Lina might be really hard to play as well. You're dealing with a partner ward and you're dealing with some run at you. Weaver has always been a good hero against that hero, just because Gucci and Lina stunt, that's how it works. But yeah, let's see how it pans out. Universe climbed the wave early and he's getting the dual support treatment.
Oh, he has Orb of Venom, he's dead.
I was going to say, Universe not looking to be in a bit of a great spot. They have the stun as well to play with, but Piper is going to head over, save the skill point. Will miss the stun actually, so Universe is going to be able to walk off a little bit further, and with that stun missed, that should be a safe retreat for Universe to make as he gets himself away and will be able to drag the wave all the way around.
Yeah, I think he got a bit greedy with the stun. He should have used it much earlier. But, I mean, Abaddon's happy. This looked pretty scary. He has a salve. He's fine. I'm thinking if he goes the Axe build, like Rush, I don't know how good it is. I haven't tried it myself, but if you just rush it, it might negate a lot of the damage that Pugna and Leshrac are going to bring in the early team fights. I don't know. He needs to do something more than just playing with shield this game on Abaddon. One of them, like the Troll or the Lina, somehow they're going to have to make some magic happen in this game. Because, yeah, as we said, they're at a big disadvantage drafting-wise, at least from our understanding. So, yeah, we'll see. Also curious to see how Weaver's going to do. It's a hero we don't see that often.
Yeah.
And it's been buffed like quite some times. Right, sure.
Nico Baby Weaver.
Yeah.
Everybody plays a different Weaver, I want to say. Like Weaver is a hero that is quite unique. Generally, the consensus is you want to play very aggressive with it. You want to hit some early timings. You want to be in the map and be in early fights. But there's a level of greediness that changes still with players. Like if they choose to farm like a medium item, or they keep looking at the next item, looking to scale, or just constantly fight.
In Dota 1, we used to buy Radiance and Hearts.
Yeah, there was the Hood, Heart, Radiance thing going on.
These were the days, man. This one, I actually had fun playing Weaver.
I played against Funnic, Radiance, Hood, Weaver so many times. Yeah. That feels so good. That feels so good.
Yeah. I mean, well, back in the day, what was different that made Radiance Weaver viable?
I think we were just bad.
Everyone was,
I think it was more than that. Radiance was also, I mean, things were much different in Dota.
Yeah.
Like, Sustain was much more of a deal. There were no shrines. So I think this being able to run in with Hood and Radiance and deal some damage and stuff, this had way more value, tanking up and winning poke fights. Now, poking, it's still a thing. It's definitely still a thing, but it's not as much of a thing where some stupid-ass Radiance Hood build is going to work.
Look at this. They're playing deep behind the tier 1. CP will come in from PPD to offer the backup. That'll be the first blood.
The reason why the CP is very, very good is because top lane is getting absolutely crushed. This Troll is having a really, really good time. He's sending the courier to himself, I think, with probably like a lot of good things to keep owning the lane.
So that a lot of good things.
Bassi plus Tango, so that's good.
That's good.
So the Witch Doctor leaving that lane, you know, he kind of did his job, and now he's gonna start, you know, messing with this Weaver, and they're not gonna be able to mess with the Troll back. Or I mean, Handskin is trying to, which is also a good play. But if it doesn't work, we'll see if PPD's, you know, like bet here is gonna work. Because if Leshrac is not able to apply the pressure they're applying bottom, you can see like the Weaver is already not touching creep. So this guy is probably like, I don't know how Nico Baby's is, but he's probably like, hey guys, you know, I got a little problem here. Are you addressing it in any way? And they're not addressing it bottom. They're not addressing it top either. And now the Tusk is making the rotation. Very cool. And all of this got triggered by PPD going bottom. Very cool. It's what I'm trying to say is that it's much more than just a TP reaction. It's a very thought-through rotation that was, possible thanks to the dive that Alliance did. He sees the opportunity. But yeah, very little things that are going to impact the laning phase like immensely.
Did he seize the opportunity, or did Alliance play like dogs?
It depends who you support, right? Like, I support NiP, so he did seize the opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah, I support the game 3.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Game 3s are cool.
See.
Oh.
You should be fun to walk around. It's the mid lane where the focus is. There's a big wraparound onto Limp. TP will be coming in, but it's not going to be in time as Limp taken out.
Ooh, 3-3.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
TP for that, they really want him to live. Boundary rune rotation mid again, like 5 minutes, they rotate mid.
That's another game that like Alliance, 5 minutes in, all 4 bounties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, GG go next. Oh, wait.
No. We're still in the game. We stay focused. Don't listen to him. We got this, guys.
Oh!
That is space.
One more hit though.
Oh, yeah,
this is going to
get started.
He's dead. He's just fighting.
Maledict's on him. He's got the stick charges. He's going to tick him down low though, Nico Baby. As Nico Baby, he's going to fall for this trade.
He had a fair fire. Why do they have a fair fire on Weaver?
Yeah.
That's cheating.
Hello?
You definitely don't click a Weaver. I mean, maybe they clicked him for the magic ones, but you don't check fair fire on Weaver. That's weird. That's smart. Now you see the Pugna just got level 6. He's gonna start applying a lot of pressure. It's gonna be very annoying for this Lina. It should be at least. And he didn't skill ulti yet, or he's saving a skill point, right? Okay, never mind. He's not looking to pressure. Maybe that's why I don't play mid.
I mean, he can't really, just... maybe, I don't really know how the matchup goes now at 6, but Lina does threaten the kill, right? It's hard to get to the tower, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like if Lina wastes stunned, then he just dies, but...
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
You can keep playing up to him. But yeah, we'll see. At this, Pugna is going to have to make stuff happen around the map at least to try to relieve pressure a little bit, because side lanes are not going that well for them. This LC is pretty sad at this moment, and it's going to keep getting worse. Troll's gonna have face puts now. Yeah, they're gonna apply a lot of pressure here.
I think that's a way to win, is if they have a really strong timing on the Troll. I don't know what item he would buy, if you bought some Diffu. Oh.
Double TP, wait, what?
A little bit of a gone to Universe, but the cast bounce is a good PPD able to hold the two of them off the Abaddon. And with the TP in, extra backup means that Hansken does end up going down.
Yeah, and you can see the trade. Once again, they're investing for Heroes bottom, and top is still going heavily in their favor. That's Troll for you. That is annoying though. That makes the Lina rotation very bad. Like you're trading half a mid tower for a Lesha kill. Not worth it.
Yeah.
You can't really do that against Pugna. That's what's really annoying about Pugna mid. Can't do much.
Imbalance.
Imbalanced. Really imbalanced.
I see the supports heading over towards that mid lane. I mean, Iva will be eyed up by the two of them on the high ground, unable to get a jump in. Moves being made towards top. Skeeter's starting to get 33 pretty low.
Okay, I can tell you what's going on in 33's head. He's upset. When you're an offlane player and you get bullied by a carry, it's unfair. Like, he got the first 4 creep waves, and then he's like, all right, there you go. No, he's even more upset.
I was going to say, he's not going to be happy with this one.
Me, hello?
TPs are coming in to try and at least find some sort of a trade. Iva rolls over towards the creep wave. Does have Skeeter by his side, slows him down with the axis. They'll try and chase on. Limp, Decrepify and a blast. Will be close to doing it. Stick charges are popped. Won't keep him alive. Right click from Limp takes out the Tusk. So they get something, but indeed 33's game continuing to have a very slow start.
It's not fun to get bullied in Dota. And usually the better you are, the more used you are to bully people yourself. So when you get bullied that hard, you get upset a little bit. But it's okay.
You don't have to be mid.
You don't have to be mid.
Whoa.
This Weaver's game has been slowed down a little bit. He's doing pretty good net worth-wise. I'm pretty surprised. I guess he still managed... That's the thing about Weaver too, that you can always find farm with Tsukuchi, even if they're sitting on your lane, unlike a lot of other carries. But yeah, they don't have the best ways to kill Weaver either. Like until the Lina Yules comes, they don't have this instant lockdown. I mean, Snowball and Cask are just very underwhelming against Tsukuchi. It's not gonna cut it. Unless you catch the Weaver after the Tsukuchi, then she dies. He dies. What is Weaver?
What?
You know
what it is? It's a he. I would say.
All right.
I would guess.
I mean, one of these legs might be something else. Yeah, maybe I should have had there. It's a thing. Bottom line is they don't really have tools to deal with this Weaver right now.
On top, not again, 33, he's being focused. This time he does get the backup. He's actually going to go for the duel with a blast in the sun. They'll turn it around. 33 gets the successful duel onto Skeeter with the backup, this time coming in time from Alliance. They'll take down the two of them and keep 33 alive. Back in the jungle, PPD is being hunted by Hanscan and Nico Baby, and as quick as they get the 2 kills up top, they should find another one here inside their own jungle. PPD falls, 3 kills across the map for Alliance.
That was a great rotation by Pugna on the top lane. That was neat.
Gunner. Yeah, seeing if he could try his luck around the rune spawns. With the backup of Universe does slam the light strike. They got the numbers though, and in fact with the Laguna they have the damage. Hansken's out. Get the space to grab a couple of those runes at least. As across the map, yeah, indeed, 2 for 2 by the looks of it on the bounties this time round. NiP able to have a bit of a look in on them. Keeping the game pretty even, 5-6, less than a 1k gold. It's a close start between the two teams. Mid lane, Shard, Lockdown will be there, onto Limp. Blocking him off, he still can get round the side. PPD's trying to chase, get a chance for a cast to get thrown in. It's a little too far underneath the tower. Backups there, Hanskin now turning and pushing back Viva. NiP will retreat. Hands off and make sure they don't overextend towards the mid. At the same time, good amount of pressure on bottom. Skeeter died early up top, but he comes back in, pushing onto that tower with the backup of Universe. Won't quite be able to get it as they do find the denied. Limp pushes them back. Takes a little bit away from NiP. Skeeter still continuing to poke, feeling confident with the backup of Universe, but won't quite be able to get on top of the Pugna. Limp backs off as Biver comes into the neighborhood and looks for an opportunity to set things up.
A lot of pressure coming at the same time, mid and bottom from NiP. Yeah, making Alliance run around and creating some openings. If Biver would have been bottom or would have made it bottom, the Pugna would have been threatened. And yeah, I mean, they almost got the kill mid, very close with Ice Shards almost blocking off.
Diffu first item, okay. That's aggressive.
On Weaver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very aggressive.
I feel like Troll needs to do it. He's going Maelstrom. I don't think he's going to win the game.
No. I don't like it. Actually, the Diffu Troll is pretty cool against Weaver. She has like... Mana is really key until you get 18. Yeah. You can really mess up his game with Diffu.
I just don't know what you do with Abaddon if you don't have some dude who you're running with this game, because you're playing against this Leshrac Weaver Pugna, and this Weaver is also going for the Diffu build, has the mana break talent. It feels really bad to play Abaddon against it.
I really like the Diffu man on Troll this game actually. Even against LC, it really
against LC, against the position 4 Lesh, who's not going to have armor for a while.
And they're so fast. Like even like this Pugna,
exactly.
They can't kite him.
You can Diffu the crap and like kind of trade that.
Yeah.
A bit, try to, but yeah.
Oh yeah, this Maelstrom.
Maelstrom's not going to do it.
Yikes.
First item, Nullfire, yo.
Oh man. I kind of missed. Let's see.
Might be in a bit of trouble. He does have Viver and PPD by his side. In fact, the Shards won't grab Hanskin. They'll down turn. They know Limp's in the trees.
Get him.
See if they can find him. He's going straight for the TP out. There won't be any AoE stun to catch him out. So Limp will escape. See if NiP can get anything else out of this. Bringing the 4 heroes down here. Maybe trying for a bit of pressure onto the tower. We'll see what they can get. Doesn't look like they want to try and push on. That's going to take over a bit of the jungle. Get a bit of map control.
33 caught up also pretty well. I mean, they're strong. They have these drums. The Pugna is going to have his Ether Lance, pretty crucial against Lina. All these spells really, like the fact that he doesn't need to close the gap anymore to hit his spells. It's going to be very effective. He has it already. Yeah, I mean, they're very strong, honestly. These 3 cores are ready to go.
Oh, they want to go in. They know the 33's there, hiding in the trees straight away. Biver gets the lockdown. Warp will be dropped. The turn with the suck. Looking for Biver. Laguna Blade doesn't quite do it. LC's able to back off. Nico Baby G'ing straight into the center of it all. Doesn't quite finish off PPD. Borrowed time pop by Universe. Turns with a miscoil heal to allow NiP to back away. Nico Baby's looking for the chance to maybe dive in, but underneath the tier 1 is a little too far. No bodies to fall. NiP able to safely retreat. Also not quite being able to get away with that kill onto 33. A little too tanky now with the drums done, and we'll be able to walk away alive.
That was absolutely crazy. That was so insane what they were doing. They just ran in there like not seeing anybody, and one Pugna messed it all up. It could have been much worse.
Yeah, no, they got off like that. Looked much better, the outcome of it, than what it should have been. I think they deserve to all die there. That was absolutely nuts. But yeah, turned out okay. I guess they forced some rotations.
That was a divide moment.
Should be able to have a good shot at Fada. locked out by the shards. He's gone. Best interest of Alliance is to get out of here. Limp backing off. Maybe 33 does see an opportunity to grab someone, but won't be the case. NiP playing it safe, not sending anyone else up to the high ground for now, as they'll focus back towards keeping the lanes in good shape. Space continues to be there for Skeeter. Second highest on the net worth, both him and Gunnar sailing ahead. NiKo Baby very, very close behind, and I would imagine must be very close to having the diffusal blade done. And indeed, yeah, it's out on the courier. So, of course, with the diffusal blade being the rush, afford it pre-15 minutes. It's a quick timing.
This Pugna has to die in fights. They need to shift all their focus, NiP, to keep killing this Pugna at all times. He's the one that's going to deal the damage. I also like the fact, yeah, actually, I don't know. I mean, he's maxing the ward over the Crapify. Both spells are arguably like very, very good this game. It's a, yeah, I wonder what the Pugna, what Topias would do. Pugna himself would do. I don't know. Both spells are crazy. I mean, I feel like the Crap also has so much value right now. They have mostly right clicks on Dire besides the Lina spells.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
I wonder, man, because the cooldown is so cool on W.
Yeah, I feel like max W is much more value, but
yeah.
What do I know?
Tricky. Yeah, this casual Windlace on LC, I like it. Windlace is probably still the most underrated item right now. You know, Bastion and Windlace are both completely broken items. Like cost-wise, what you get for what you pay for is absolutely crazy. All right.
Oh, straight away with the yours there to stop him from getting his hands on PPD. 33 won't be able to start the fight with the duel.
That's why he got Gunnar, because Farah would not have saved him. Farah would have let him die last year. But now Gunnar is using Yules for him, so it's an upgrade in a way.
Are both of them spending time saving PPD? Or?
I don't know, like, do you actually save him? Alright, he wants to defend this tower, C-trip. He has the cast range on Lina, so this Weaver has to... Oh, let me try to guess. Yeah, this Weaver is very squishy still. If he gets caught by your Yules from Lina, he will die, most likely.
If Lina can hit the stun after the Yules.
Which is not always easy, you know, I've experienced it myself, like, it, you know, even the, yeah.
To a future of
I would never hit it. How many seconds do you have to count to?
Actually, you know, that's the thing with Dota, it's like, I don't think I know a single figure about a spell or a cooldown, I just know it.
Yeah.
I don't know the number, but I can tell you, you know, at the very millisecond that you need to get out, but I have no idea. It could be 3, it could be 1. I do not know.
I think with the Yules combos, at least I find as well, it's easiest to go by how many times they've spun around.
Yeah, right? Yeah. It's funny because every Dota player has his own ways. Like, for some it's very visual, for some it's like sound effects, whatever it is really, whatever fits you the best. For some, they just YOLO it and they never hit it.
Yeah.
That's also a way.
Yeah. That's the way. That is the way.
That is the way. This Weaver has to watch out. He got the Ogre Axe, I like it. He's trying to tank up because all he has to do right now is...
punch.
Oh.
Can he...
No punch.
Won't quite get it there. They do maybe find the chance to get a bit of a fight going. Limp. He's caught out. They get the snowball straight on top of them. Can they take down the Pugna? That's the Pugna out of the fight. Alliance have got to be careful now. Fighting without potentially their strongest hero at the moment. NiKo Baby will manage to sneak away. But Limp's gone. This is a good opportunity to try and maybe find an addictive.
So unless you time it perfectly, I believe Weaver's always going to get the Sukuchi off, right? Even if you time it perfectly, actually. So you kind of need to reveal, else like the Lina's not going to cut it. Did you know that if Rubik steals Warder's Punch, it says Sucker Punch?
It does.
Sucker Punch, right?
It does,
yeah,
indeed,
Sucker
yeah.
Punch.
Fun fact.
Not going to get the opening onto Biver, gets the chance for the snowball. Already seeing Skeeter, he's TPing away. He doesn't want anything to do with this, as both supports will be left behind as a couple of free kills go the way of Alliance. Gunnar, it's a long TP. Will manage to get away before 33 is able to close the gap. See, interesting build as well. So NiKo continuing to go for this sort of aggression. Does get the Dragon Lance, but now straight back for Maelstrom. He wants to hit hard.
Oh, I'm so happy I'm not playing Witch Doctor this game. Oh my god.
Against this, Diffusal Blade, Maelstrom Weaver.
Oh my god, this Weaver's just gonna eat him in 2 hits and he can't do anything. Oh.
Yeah, Diffu also is really annoying for Abaddon to deal with.
Yeah.
You get hit like 4 or 5 times and you're pretty much out of the fight. Everybody has to deal with a magic one in a game like this, especially when Weaver itemizes like this.
Yeah.
Hoping Abaddon has one, he probably does.
It's really nice when people buy mana boots and greaves, but I don't think they'll have it at all this game.
He has it. You can see already, like, Yep, no more mana, man.
Well, at least he won't lose the duel. But he's not winning it either.
Should still lose his life. Gets the shield out, but no way to withstand the amount of damage that these cores are hitting out. Gunnar, look at the opportunity to take some damage down onto the mid lane. Hanskin's going to be there to try and clear it out, but he's got the reach and he's able to hit quite hard. Backups there as well for him if Alliance do close in upon him. And Universe, despite dying, does have the completed pipe ready for the next fight.
So he queued up, Shadowblade and Travels on Nina, which means they have this plan of dodging fights, which, I mean, I can agree to.
Yeah, this build is usually good versus Weaver, right? The pick-off build, because Weaver likes to also push the lanes, and you actually kill him in a combo. Unless he gets too big, of course.
Gonna go for the Roche here.
I can't do much about it. They have to let it go. They're absolutely not in shape to contest whatsoever. This troll needs time, and even once he's gonna get this time, he's gonna need more time. It's gonna be rough, I think, to deal with the next like 5 to 10 minutes for NiP.
Even if they get the BKB on Troll, this is when Pugna can really shine, because the Decrep is just a big bully of Troll, and there's nothing you can really do unless you manage to get Nullfire, or somebody handles the Decrep or Pugna.
It's like this Pugna, all his Pugna has to do right now is just plant the ward and make sure he doesn't die before he gets the Decreps off. That's it, really. He doesn't need to do more. If he's gonna find himself like out of position and die, he can like single-handedly ruin the fights for his team. He could even play with a blink, honestly, for all I care. He just has to not die. If he doesn't die, there's nothing that can go wrong in the fights, pretty much.
Blink Pugna, you account buyer or something?
Yeah, blink Etherlands? Alright.
Of course.
I learned from the best Pugna, man.
Yeah.
Going back to the ways of game one, a free duel for 33 as PPD ends up wandering around alone in the woods.
So this is when you say, like, as a boss 5, oh, they're in their jungle, guys. Like, don't worry, I found them. They're like, we were not worried, man. Like, what about you just stay on our side of the river? We're good, bro. He found them.
I found their ward too. Yeah,
he's about to find them again.
They must have ward.
He's pinging them now, he's like, yeah, get out, bro. Okay, he has a BKB. It's a pretty decent timing, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, they need a fight where they somehow get on top of the Pugna. Pugna is not allowed to do his thing in the back, and then they can do it. Just run them over. Actually, if they kill them first, they can do it. So yeah, Limp, don't die. He has 4-staff. Was that 4-staff on the Pugna?
Yeah,
that's really nice.
Yeah,
that's really nice for his Tusk. And then what they have really bad get on top of you.
Oh,
yeah.
Slow that.
I mean, invincible.
Invincible.
I love this item.
They say it's invisible, but it's invincible.
It's both. Yeah. Yep. Oh, this invisibility. Oh my god. It has tilted so many players, and it's gonna tilt so many players for ages. Yes. Troll BKB, I mean, they're gonna want it.
Oh, they get the block off.
Oh, the cast.
But the force save. 33's out over the shards and back to safety.
Wow, okay, nice. That's good. That was a good 4-step buy. That was really good by Weaver. He's zoning them.
I mean, look at that. Weaver hit Lina twice. Look at Lina's health and mana. Like,
it's the same thing for all the supports. Like, look at this. Tusk is going to go boom.
I got this. Baby, he's going to go for Viper. Does manage to get the chance to throw out a snowball. Miscoil from Universe and a shield in an attempt to keep Viper alive. But the damage is too much. The stun does catch the two of them, but a quick time lapse re-heals the damage.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I'm sorry, this Witch Doctor is just so underwhelming in this game because you can't use your spells. Feels bad, man. Weaver, Pugna.
They have a shrine there. There's the ward. That's pretty tricky. It's a hard call.
I think you just go YOLO.
Just go run at them. Yeah, it's got Megas too. The Maelstrom turned out to be nice because it's a farming tool, but it's also a damage tool, especially in the hands of Weaver. And since he got the Aegis, it all comes together pretty well, honestly.
Oh yeah, the Maelstrom on the Weaver. Yeah.
I was like, oh, he didn't have the BKB. Never mind. Okay, that was actually crazy. All right, now they have it. They don't necessarily need to push that timing. I feel they could be happy chilling also, but now they have like tools to fire back. All PPD.
Oh, it's going to be the opening stun onto Nico, baby. Can they chainlock him down? Another stun follows up, but he gets the chance to time that. Jules there. They've locked down the Lina. Gunner's gone. Deadpool from the high ground. PPD's trying his best, but gets absolutely destroyed there by the Weaver once again. A couple of hits and the Lina's gone. The rest of NiP have to try and run back towards the base. They will manage to escape for now, but both Gunner and PPD gone for a decent amount of time here, only 24 minutes in. And won't be around for the defense. Uni tries to step forward. instantly out of mana. Borrowed time is procced. He'll get away, but he's going to have to go and refuel back in the base as the tier 3 falls in front of them. They're onto the racks. Skeeter and Biver trying their best to push them off, but the racks, at least their range will fall. They have everyone but Gunnar back in the game now. Alliance still wanted to stick around to finish this off. Cask is out. Nico Baby wants to go in for a couple more hits. He's got to be a little careful with Skeeter heading forward with those axes are spinning. Couple of pokes, continuing to try and burn the mana. One charges brings Skeeter back up to full in mana, and NiP will have to at least be able to hold on to their melee racks for now. Pushing Alliance back. Still an 8k lead, 12 to 8 at 25 minutes in. We'll manage to claim a couple of bounties as they get themselves back out on the map, NiP, but the fights just look to continue to be pretty impossible to take. They can't get on top of Limp, and they cannot control this Weaver. Nico Baby, he's gone for the aggressive build because he knows that he can get away with it every single time. Even if they do find him, the save's going to be there from 33.
Yeah. Next big thing is going to be the Aegis. So Aegis being out, they're probably going to wait for Roche until they push again. It might turn out to be, I mean, obviously if they catch somebody off guard, it's going to be an incentive to push. They might even try to poke the high ground top. I think that's a riskier play. They don't want to get caught in the fight when Roche is able to spawn. So if they do want to go for a push, I will go for it now. Let's see here. Oh.
I'm pleasantly surprised with how Nico Baby is playing this game. I think he's doing a very good job at itemizing, and also he's alright. They got somebody. Oh no, man! Come on.
Big loss there.
The blink reveal. I don't think they've seen it before. Yep, tipped.
Nice.
That's rough.
That's nice.
Big death, honestly. I mean, or a big kill rather. I mean, he has to kind of take chances, maybe not as aggressively, but he needs to push the side lanes at least to try to get some space for his team to troll. So not a bad move from him to do that, but obviously a very bad death.
Back in position to try and finish off that melee rack, starting to throw down the blast. Now going to look to lead it on to Hanskin, actually committing heavily with the snowball shards. Will block him off. Can they burst him in time? They're trying to find the ledge. The death wall's down. They've got Hanskin. And with that in mind, Alliance looking to back off, not wanting to try and force a fight with a man down. In that, Skeeter he bought back on the troll, prepared for it. The fight did continue. I don't think he was really dead for that much longer.
Worth it.
I mean, that's a pretty terrible buyback. I feel like a lot of frustration, honestly.
I'm feeling a bit of a difference there in opinions between you two.
100% worth it.
I feel like some sarcasm, rather. I can help you read through the lines. No, there's no way. There's absolutely no reason to buy back there. It puts them in a very precarious position now.
Yeah, I mean, but you see it as well. They have to throw so much to kill. Like it's such a desperate game. Like killing anyone because of the Pugna, because of the Weavers, evasiveness. I mean, now they're tanky as well. Just one LCW might be enough. Meanwhile, I think somebody's dying over at Counter-Strike.
Screaming very loudly. But I mean, that's kind of the problem with the draft. Also, this is where it starts to. I mean, as a troll, you're going to be a bit frustrated that you can't really impact the game. Of course, if you're going to let it get to you, then it's an even worse pick. It doesn't have to be that bad. You just got to, patiently wait for your time to shine. Eventually, Pugna will have to throw the Crepify and just see how the fights go. But yeah, I mean, as you guys said, this Weaver has been pretty annoying because since he's allowed to play very aggressively, press the attack, the Crepify, he's really pushing it. And he's making it look like he might be dying, but theoretically he cannot die in this game. Like he needs both his LC and Pugna to be looking at something else, and that's pretty unlikely with the level of communication of these teams. So I really like how he's playing. Once again, he's making Pugna's games easier.
To try and set up on the high ground, NiP, but scanned out by Alliance. Fully aware of NiP being in position here, as it is coming around to the Roche spawn.
They have to push the side lanes more. They need to open up the map a little bit, especially now that he bought the Shadowblade Travels. I mean, they're sticking together a little bit more, too much to my liking.
Just trying to keep Skeeter safe. By the looks of it, Greaves to be picked up by Hanskin. The items continue to roll out for Alliance.
They need to keep pushing out bottom with Lina. Oh well, this is gonna be rough now. Aegis cheese, Aegis on Weaver, Aegis on this Weaver. It's a big problem. Another play is actually just cheese on Weaver and give the Aegis to the Pugna. it sounds like a really hard fight for NiP.
Are they gonna contest it?
I don't think so, man. I think they're just gonna take it up the.
Oh boy.
Fodder, he's already come across, maybe to see if he can start something off the back of the team finding the Roche.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Roshan.
I think that's what the chat will for the timer, though.
Yeah.
I think that's what we just don't see the timer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they gave the cheese to LC. He feels confident that he might even just be able to jump in somewhere.
Take a
with the
shrine
dagger
fight.
build.
He just pinged it with the troll. They want to bait them in.
Pugna's all the way top. They should definitely.
Oh no.
Well,
There goes the Weaver, ready to rock and roll. They'll try to cast it. You block him off with the charge, then you can him down low, but he gets the chance to find the time lapse, turn back towards them, pushing Piper up to the high ground. Will be safe for now by the Aphotic Shield. Hansken lands the stun on Uni. They're in with the dual blast and the Suck, bringing the troll down low. Skeeter's in trouble. Skeeter will fall. No buyback, of course, available on the troll. Universe is trying for the TP out. Is not going to make it. The stun holds him back. Alliance, they're chasing down the full team. Limsdale with the wraparound. Gunnar will manage to get away with the Shadow Blade. Viva will be able to TP out, but the other 3 members of NiP getting rolled over by Alliance. There's no buyback, as I say, on the troll. This is more than enough space for Alliance to move in, take the mid melee racks, and almost certainly more as they'll move forward towards the tier 4 towers. Buyback from Universe, but it's feeling like NiP don't have much left to throw back at them.
Nah, Aegis Weaver, this is hard. I don't know what you do. You have to get on top of Pugna. You have to kill the Pugna twice before the throne gets too low.
33, he's in again, on to Gunnar. Gunnar's been dueled, the Lena's dead and out. Will buy back immediately, Biver's gone as well. He'll have to buy back if they want a chance to turn this. They'll keep PPD alive, just managed to get back towards the fountain. They've nuked him down the once, Nico, baby, but his Shikuchi's away. 33 is looking to just try and end the game. Blinks across aggressively. Gunnar turns with the light track red. PPD goes for the death board. He's still alive for now, but now he falls. 33 is surrounded. Can they kill off this Legion? They're trying the best. They'll maybe find him. The heals being offered by Lim. Keep him alive. The blast onto the Ancient. They're looking to close the game up Alliance, and they will be able to do so. GG is called, and with that, Alliance take the game 2 and the series 2-0, and they did it pretty cleanly, lads.
Yeah, impressive showing. Very good Pugna pick. That Pugna did some work, made it really hard for them to play.
I mean, what you guys sort of said at the start, looking at the drafts, you had your doubts for what NiP were able to do. As you say, the Pugna and it just came together, and I mean, it really felt like the troll, it could do nothing this match. They just couldn't fight at all. Gunnar, sure, he managed to get some items online, but then what was he able to do with it? They never really killed the Weaver at any sort of key point in this game.
Yeah, I mean, they were slightly behind, not to say very behind in the draft, I think. And the items also, like on one side you have items that are kind of complementary. You have this 4 staff, trying to help them achieve what they have decided together that they were going to achieve, fighting-wise or whatever. And on the other side, you have a troll that goes BKB because he wants to fight, and the Lina goes Shadowblade Travels because he doesn't want to fight. It was a bit off, I think, from NiP. Maybe they got affected by game 1. I think that game, they were not even close.
No. I mean, overall, no telling, Alliance, they've been looking great, making it to the major now here on LAN. They're showing us that it's not just online. They can turn up and work together in person, by side, and they're looking hot.
They're feeling it. They're definitely feeling it right now. Good showing, very good showing, good drafts, solid shit, playing Dota.
That was good, very good. Honestly, I'm excited to see what Alliance can keep showing.
Yeah, indeed. Well, with that win, they will move forward towards the grand finals. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. It's Seb and Notel. Thank you very much, you two, for joining us here on the cast. And of course, you lads and ladies at home, be sure to give these beautiful men some love on the social medias as we send you back to our wonderful panel.
Yeah, thank you so much. Of course, thank you, Owen, but also thank you, Seb and Notil. It's been a pleasure having you guys on. And Alliance coming through strong in this last one as well.
They just look by far the best team here. Like,
yes.
there's no doubt, and I don't think anyone's mind anymore. They look like the team you're going to have to be, and they will be in the grand finals.
They will.
Dude, it's good to see Limp, because I've always thought Limp's like that individual, like talented guy that's just, wow, he's really good, but he's never really been on a team that like complements him that well. He was on Cole for a long time, and now look at him, he is shining.
Yeah, I mean, I loved like everything throughout the game, like they were mentioning, like Seven Notes were saying, it's like from the draft to the play to the movements to the wards, it's like everything seemed to come together for this team. It actually just was super nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the little things, like the small plays with the force, they understand what they need to build, especially against the Tusk with the very limited catch on side of NiP, and they understand the timings.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. They just, I mean, you watch TI, right? You watch how like OG won TI, and it's always the complimenting stuff, right? Like you have to know how to play as a team. It's not this, as they said, like boots of travel, Shadowblade, and then a BKB on another hero. You're not complimenting each other. It's exactly what Seb said. It makes total sense.
Yeah, there's one thing that I actually don't really like.
What?
It is that Fata doesn't like to do interviews.
Is that true?
That is true. I remember one of the first events I was at, I didn't think I would ever interview ever again. And I finally had an interview with Fata, but he said, but that's the only one you're going to get.
So is that
and
true?
he's been saying that ever since I tried to get him for interviews. Like, you know, you had yours already.
It's he told you.
No, he did.
Yeah,
he warned me. Yeah. So hopefully we'll get him or one of his teammates on the couch. But before that, we're going to take a look at a replay that we've chosen for you to try to dissect some of the moments that happened in the game. Talk me through this one.
They got a rune. Clear.
They did get a rune. This was at one of the peak points. You see how massive Nico Baby is, even with the Aegis as well. And he's got Mjolnir. He's pretty much got everything online. And you see they use everything to try to kill him. He gets press the attack. He gets time lapse off. Everything changes.
Yeah, this is
pretty much
a target you want to go for, especially since he has Aegis. And I talked about the understanding of the items. And in this situation, he doesn't need to go for BKB. He can go for a more greedy build. Hype it up, Grant.
Oh, and here we go. They're dying right here, and they just jump on. They get the duel off, and it doesn't matter.
One thing
on
I
the
kept,
backlines.
I kept seeing Nico Baby in almost every single one of the team fights. He'd go for the backlines. Like he'd always go for like his team would be running, forward, and he would just go for like this wraparound play, like that or something, to catch the Lina in the back. And it was every single fight that he would do so. He'd find Gunner and just ruin his potential to try to get spells off.
Yeah, and with the Diffusal Blade and Talent, like these supports need to be careful. Even the Troll Warlord, his full mana is like 400, a little bit more plus.
Yeah, I mean, he actually went the Strength Talent, but it's either way, like, with the Diffusal, it's enough. Just the mana burn is insane. Like, the double hit versus some of these like low int heroes like the Troll, and he was versus limited disable. Like he just had this free reign on the game, and he had a save behind him.
He didn't. I mean, we go back to the draft, right? None of us thought of Pugna, and then when it got picked, we're like, why the hell didn't we think of it? It was such a good pick. And that's why Fata.
We're here, and that's why he's right there.
Exactly, and it just goes like we talked about it. Like Fata, he's learned from the best, and he just had to play against one of his, and just what a great draft.
What a great draft. Super promising. Ninjas in Pajamas, of course, they're not out. They're going to the lower bracket. And we already know their opponent.
We do.
And it is, I mean, we were obviously watching this game.
Yeah.
And the players of Demon Slayers and Liquid were fairly close, but actually not that close.
They're not, and...
Go for it.
There's a pop-up. NA Dota, I'm proud to wear the shirt again. Demon Slayer, but for real, 2-0 over 2-1 over J-Storm, and then 2-0 Liquid, convincingly.
Yes.
Like that last game, once again.
Costwell never died on his CK. Fleet never died on his Mirana.
That means in the loser bracket finals, we're gonna have 8 NA players. That's pretty crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
I mean,
that's nuts.
We were just sitting like watching like the end of our game, and we're just hearing like yelling, screaming, people banging tables. And we're like, what the hell? Someone's dying.
Yeah.
That was Liquid dying.
Yeah,
that was our Demon Slayer boys just put him in the ground. I mean, it was.
They did, no.
They actually played super well in those games that I could see.
Demon Slayer's 5 games away only from taking this one home.
It's technically, it's true. And the good thing is, I wouldn't say, obviously I talk about like regional battles, right? Like them better, but I mean, as Peter as a captain, I know Juan and Peter have scrimmed a lot against each other, so maybe not the teams in general, but like the captains definitely know each other in and out.
For sure. Well, we're gonna talk about another winning team at the moment because, Thomas, could you please play in 33? Hello, sir.
So we don't have a microphone. Oh, you got one.
He's got his own microphone.
That's good.
You came prepared. Whew.
Hello, how's it going?
Hello, it's going great.
You're doing pretty good. Yeah, you guys just convincingly have beat pretty much everyone. I mean, did you expect this, honestly?
I don't really come to the tournament with expectations. I knew that if we play our game and we play as well as we did in the quarterfinals, that we can take this tournament, and I think we're on the road.
You're doing it, yeah. You guys.
And there's still one more day. I don't want to,
No jinx
it yet.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything, but I think if we play well, then we have a good shot.
Yeah.
And yesterday we heard a teammate say, your focus is on the major. Looking ahead, you wanna win that. And obviously you're using this successfully so as good practice and as a way to learn. Are you feeling like you're learning a lot compared to, for example, yesterday and today with you as a squad, as your first LAN with this team?
I think we are just getting a lot of experience playing together, which is nice. I wouldn't say that we think so much about the major.
Okay.
I mean, we obviously care about the major, but we're coming here to play a tournament and we want to win it.
Yeah.
Good.
It's really important to us to have a good showing at the first LAN we're playing. Also for my teammate Nico, it's his second LAN he's ever played.
Crazy.
So we want to give him the win.
When did you guys decide to get together, play together? Because after TI there was a small reshuffle, and then suddenly there's a full new alliance squad.
Yeah, this shuffle was a bit weird because, without getting into too many details, it seems like everyone was kind of waiting to see how the big boys do, how the secrets and liquids, everyone is like, oh, please, Papi, please, Cole, So I feel like the tier 2 shuffle was just weeks and weeks of just sitting and waiting and kind of not doing anything. Eventually, me and Father decided we want to keep playing together. And then we were looking for players, and we decided that these 3 are the best 3 options. We really like them. So.
Did he already at that point decide that he wanted to be a captain?
Yeah, but part of me and Father playing together would mean that he's playing 5.
Yeah.
Because he wanted to either go back to playing offlane or playing 5.
Okay.
So
He couldn't go back to offlane, huh?
yeah, I mean,
You're not letting it happen.
we were all thinking about that he would play offlane and I would play carry. But yeah, we found Nico and we were really happy with him. So.
Definitely worked out for you guys.
My boy Fog has one more question for you.
Yeah, Shiva stole it. That was actually mine. I was going to ask you how you guys decided on Fado being the captain, if there was any type of discussion, if Hanskin wanted to be it or something like that, or if it was just quickly decided that Fado wanted to be the one that...
I mean, it was clear from the start, and I wanted, my goal in this shuffle, I wanted to play with Fado as a captain, because I think he's a really talkative person, and I think he's a natural leader, and I really wanted to play with him as a captain, and I'm glad it worked out.
All right, so who do you want to play in the finals? NiP or Demon Slayers?
The Demon Slayers won?
Demon Slayers 2-0'd
They
Liquid
didn't just
convincingly.
win. They crushed. Yeah.
That's...
Getting nervous?
I actually am. I was watching. I was watching all the games in the NA qualifiers, against the giants of the scene.
Yeah.
And
they look decent.
Yeah, they're actually looking good. I'm surprised and I'm excited. It would be nice to play them. Also, would be nice to have a rematch against NiP.
Rematch, yeah.
So
we like to hype up, former teammates playing each other. Do you have any of that? Like when you were playing NiP, does it feel extra? I don't know, anything when you're playing against Peter?
I would say there's a bit more pressure, but it's not a big deal. It's it's usually a bit coming into the game, maybe the first minute or so, and then you kind of get into the dollar game and you just play. So for me, it's just a bit obviously you don't want to lose to your ex-teammate, right? So it's just that.
Okay, fair enough. That's a good answer. Who would you say from your team, you can name yourself if you want, would earn the MVP for that previous game, for only game 2?
Only game 2?
Yeah.
I think I've really perfected the art of clicking W on Nico Baby.
Yeah.
Yep, he did.
It's a good strat, and we found out I can do it with Omni Knight and with Legion Commander and with the Baron. I just click the W and...
Thanks, Nico.
Does that mean that you get the MVP for clicking W, or does he get the MVP for being W'd?
I don't know if any player could press the W button as well as I did in those games. So I'll take the MVP.
All right, let's see.
Let's see what Twitch has decided for the second game.
Or will it be PPD?
Ooh.
It is indeed PPD.
It is
the
PPD.
That's how it goes
and then
sometimes.
Nico Baby, you were there, and 33, you were up there as well, but I think Twitch has definitely adopted Nico Baby.
Yes.
It's their child now, it feels like. They really like him.
They saw him at the end, like, that boy, that's the one I'm going to spam. It's been working out. But thank you for joining us. We're looking forward to see you guys play in the finals tomorrow.
Yes, we are.
You're going to get some rest. And Thomas is going to be here to play you off. So thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You can...
Rich, I'll take the mic from you. You don't have to take it.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, 33.
The beast.
Yeah.
Yeah. What an exciting day of Dota 2, I must say. We can take a look at the brackets. And yes, we did mention it during that interview again. I mean, Demon Slayers.
Still a surprise.
They're there.
Still
Still a surprise. It's like... We had a lot of expectations coming into this. And obviously, when you look at the teams participating, you're seeing Alliance, major qualifier team. We see J-Storm going to the major. We know Liquid's going to the major. And then you know Ninjas in Pajamas going to the minor. And you got two teams that are like, eh.
Yeah.
There he is.
Apparently they're not. They're
Yeah. I'm actually super hyped for that. I mean, I love Liquid. And I love the guys, but it's super exciting to see New Blood doing so well.
I think Danny may have just found his new team, right?
So.
He wasn't confirmed. Sorry, I Annihilate, I should say, for the people that didn't know.
If you're not cool enough to know him,
yeah. But yeah, I think he may have actually just found a new team. Like, he's meshing well with them. They had a couple like rough games, but as it's been playing out, like they're getting better and better.
I will say I'm a little nervous because they did this all in one day, right? They won 2 series.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, it could literally just be 2 20-minute lots. You don't know. It could have just been one good day. I hope not, but who knows?
Yeah, I mean, we talked to Annihilate earlier. He said, you know, nothing is set in stone, but at the moment they're just planning on focusing here, and it is looking good.
I think right now they can say that this squad will stay together.
At least for the next qualifier,
yeah. Exactly.
And it's how Seb says it, right? You're not as weak as your weakest player, but you are actually as good as your best performance ever. And so far, this is their best performance ever.
What the hell? I've never heard that in my life.
Yeah, he said that at TI.
Oh, okay.
That's deep.
All right.
Yeah.
It's an interesting, one, but...
Oh, I like it. You're as good as your best performance.
Okay.
It does make sense.
But what if you literally have the greatest performance of all time? You play 100 games, and oh my God, you do it, and then your 99 other games are zeros.
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
You have the potential to play at that level, so you're that.
Okay. You sold me.
There you go.
Thank you.
Done. All right. Well, we have 3 teams remaining. And tomorrow, we are going to crown 1 champion, which means we're going to have a lower bracket, and then we're going to have a best of 5 grand finals there as well. But all that is happening tomorrow. It has been a long day, and we will be back tomorrow, I think, same time as the previous 2 days we've had, which means 10 a.m. European time. And we hope to see you back again then. So thank you so much for joining us. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.